Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be showing you the trials and tribulations of building and construction and some of the crap you go through. So I'll spare you the backstory and show you what I'm dealing with, and just put this up on YouTube because I think it's good content. So my primary area of focus I want to look at here is this wall, and this is a kitchen that we're going to be putting here in the new addition. And we'll notice here the overall dimension is 57 inches that I need from this corner to this corner for this set of cabinetry. Then on this little spot here I need 30 inches, and then I have this opening which is an arch. So let me take you over here to my renderings. So this is what, let me go to this wall. This is what that wall is actually going to look like when it's finished. Now you'll notice this is 30 inches and this is 30 inches, but it goes all the way back to the back wall, so that's where the 57 inches comes in. So in order to achieve this look with the arch centered in here, this dimension, which is, you know, technically 30 inches to the edge of the cabinet, actually needs to be about 35 and a half to accommodate for trim to go around this. So I basically, well, we'll use round numbers, need 36 inches from the corner to here. And then the same goes from this side. So 57 inches is what I need for actual cabinetry after the 1/2 inch drywall is added to this back wall here. So 57 inches plus, I'm gonna call it, you know, safely 5 inches, 6 inches for trim. So let me show you what I actually have to deal with here. So here we are looking at the actual wall in real time. And these are the two arches. And I just showed you the rendering. This was that arch in the middle of where two cabinet bays are gonna go. So if we look here, unfortunately, this wall down here is too long. And remember, we needed 36 inches to accommodate for trim. And we're at 45, a little over 45, so call it 45 and a half. So this wall, that's using 6-inch trim too, so that's kind of generous. So you even, we'll call it 4-inch trim. This wall basically needs to stop at this stud here. So if this wall stops at this stud, we maintain the arch width, this wall has to lengthen because we need 57 inches just to get cabinetry in here with a 1/2 inch of drywall. We only have 50 3/4. So we need to be all the way out at 57 and a half just to accommodate for the cabinets, and then say add 4 inches to 6 inches for trim. We need to be over here at 61 inches. So in a wall like this first wall, it's not too big of a deal. It sucks because we gotta unpin some framing to get it to happen, but the problem lies in the symmetrical design of the arches. I'm not so much concerned about the centering of the French door in the arches because I know that's going to get a little bit ruined, but really the biggest issue comes in this wall. So what seems like an easy task on the wall behind me is not so easy anymore because now we are starting to involve trades. So we have electrical here that has to be pulled. And remember, we want 30, we'll call it 36 just to use round numbers, between 34 and 36. A new stud has to be placed, or this stud has to be moved here at 36 or 34. So this outlet here needs to either go away or be moved on this wall because you're not going to have enough room to mount an outlet here. This wall switch has to be moved. This entire arch obviously has to be moved over here. We have 2 switches over here that have to be moved. And then all the fire foam, the ceiling and everything else in the header and the top plate needs to be refoamed. So, you know, this is stuff that I've been pretty vigilant about making sure doesn't happen. It's not anybody's fault. I probably have one of the best builders you could have in Florida working on this house, Vision Builders Group. I'll give them a shameless plug here. We were dealing with a big demolition. So where you see this ridge in the concrete, is actually concrete block wall that was existing. So a lot of these placements here were actually assumptions based on the placement of this wall and how thick it was. And it was actually much thicker than we assumed. It's about a 10-inch wall instead of an 8-inch wall. So there's another 2 inches of, they really got thick on the stucco on the back side of the wall. So that also screwed us up. So it's really just an honest mistake at the end of the day. Just really not even a mistake, just an honest error and assumption. I should have probably caught it when this wall was framed. I should have pulled my print. Again, no one's perfect. But I should have pulled my print and realized that, hey, that 30 inches plus trim needs to match on both sides of this arch. And when this looked way longer, I probably should have caught it there. But I didn't. Shame on me for not having my kitchen drawings printed out, and I try to pin all my drawings to the studs so they're reminders to me to keep thinking about things as I walk the house every day. Unfortunately, this is something I miss. Now, a good thing about this problem, if you want to call it that, is that there's no plumbing. This plumbing is in the wall here, but thankfully this doesn't need to be moved. There's no PEX being pulled from any of the head plates anywhere, which is great news. Really, the only electrical that has to be moved mainly is this cord and these 2 cords here. So, you know, it's a trip back for the electrician. It's a trip back for the framer. And careful layouts need to occur. So if this type of content helped you guys out, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to start documenting some of the details on building this kitchen and making this space, which is a huge temporary wall in the way. I'm going to make this a nice kitchen. I think you'll like this kitchen that we're putting in the house. It's a pretty extensive build. We're ripping out the old kitchen, putting the old kitchen in here as a butler's pantry, and then building in a whole brand new kitchen. And then making this area here, it looks like a dark hallway to nowhere. This becomes a big pantry in the back. So that included also, man, you can't see anything, but that included saw cutting the concrete block wall back here. We're going to be putting in an entry pass through. So a lot of good stuff. So please subscribe, like, comment. If you've ever run into something like this before, put it down in the comments. Thankfully, we're about to drywall this thing. That's why I was doing triple checking just to make sure everything was good. You know, we had drywalled this. We've been a whole nother situation. So it's good that we caught it now, but it just sucks because everything is so beautifully framed. And the framer that's come in and built my arches here, Matt Wood, he's probably one of the best framers I've ever had the pleasure to work next to. He did a damn good job on all this stuff, and it's laser straight. His arches are beautiful. So hopefully we can just kind of preserve and move and call it a day. But yeah, I just wanted this video, document it, get it up on the channel. And yeah, if you guys like this content on the channel, again, please subscribe, comment, and I'll get you in the next one. Later.